pretty sure there's a bird gobbling in the bottom. I think I just heard him. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna get set up real quick. Usually these birds will fly into the bottom. There's a deer. Dadgummit. There's deer everywhere. They'll fly into the bottom though, and they'll work their way in the woods. I'm hoping by mid-morning, more like 8, 9 o'clock. Those look like a bunch of bucks right there. Maybe it's does, but I need to get Will over here to shoot all these. That bird's gobbling pretty good. We might could get on him. But usually they roost in this little cove area, and they fly down into the bottom and come back into the woods. And I'm hoping they'll come back through the woods up to this field and strut up. So I want to get set up real quick. He's hammering pretty good. I just shut the camera off and I did a call and he gobbled like immediately. I mean, no doubt an answer. He sounds like he's in the woods over here to my left, and he's coming up the hill. He didn't sound too far when he gobbled right then. He knows I'm here now. I'm probably gonna be quiet and wait. See what he does. That gobbler, he ain't gobbling right now. And he sounded closer a few minutes ago. Makes you wonder. Most of the time when they're coming, they quit gobbling like that. I'm kind of hoping that's what's going on right now. Also, pretty sure where I parked my truck this morning, I think there's a bird over there right now. A crow flew over there and I heard him gobble, so there's that. Maybe if this bird don't work out, we try to go get him later. But that's kind of nuts. I thought I heard him earlier. I didn't think much of it, but I'm pretty sure he just gobbled over here. Alright, it's gotten kind of quiet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head off on this hill right here towards where I heard that gobbler roosted this morning. And I've done this before, where I've noticed birds roosting, especially if they're by themselves. And I go over there and sit in that area where they're roosting at. And usually like late morning, sometimes they'll come and circle back by and you can get them sometimes. So I think I'm going to ease down the hill. I hate to leave this field, but I didn't hear any birds gobbling around it, which doesn't mean anything. There still could be one show up in this field. Might end up sitting here a little bit longer, but I kind of like to see if I could go down that bottom and call that bird back to near where he was roosted. It's an iffy spot, but if it works, I think it'll work out really well. So, I'm going to sit here and think about it for a few minutes. Alright, so I actually went over to the area where I heard that gobbler this morning, and I got to thinking about something. When I got up, I looked into the field on the neighbor's side, and I actually saw something like kind of run off like on the side of the field facing me, like I guess on the edge of the woods. I thought it was like a hen or maybe even a coyote, because I've seen some coyotes out here before. Looking back, I actually think I called that gobbler to that field, because I walked by that field in the woods and I was kind of looking at everything where he was roosted, you know, based on past experiences of where I've seen turkeys walk around or like travel up these hills and stuff. And I think what he did is he flew down, because it sounded like he was farther, but I think he was in the bottom of the creek bottom. Then he got closer there for a little bit. I think he was coming towards this way, and then it sounded like he was going left, but still closer. I think what happened is he just went to that field and snuck up behind me, but I think he was going to hang out in that field regardless. So I think I may have called him in, but he just didn't want to come to my field. So I'm going to assume that I spooked him, and I'm going to go actually try to find this other gobbler that I heard by my truck, I guess. And then if I'm over there and I hear another one fire up over here, it's not that bad of a walk. I'll just come set up over here and see if we can call him in. So It's about 9 o'clock. I really like hunting turkeys at this time, and I've had a lot of success with it. So I'm gonna go see if I can find another one. All right, it's about 2:30. I'm gonna go up to the top of this field over here, try to set up, do some calling, see if I can get a gobbler fired up. It's a real cool day. It's not too hot at all, so I'm expecting the birds to be moving around. Should be good. I've hunted this property a couple years now. I kind of know the ins and outs of it, of where the birds are or not, should be, shouldn't be, kind of thing. Sometimes they surprise me, but every once in a while you can come to this place and strike a bird up afternoon, middle of the day. So that's what I'm hoping I can do today. That's probably gonna do it for this evening. That was pretty awesome calling in them jakes with this wing bone. I started using this year. I know I don't sound too good at it, but I got really interested into using these because they sound really good. That's what caught my attention. Up close they don't sound too good, but far away they sound pretty dang real. This was my dad's first one that he made, and he wasn't using it much, so I got it. It's been working out really well. I started using, I think I may have used my diaphragm a little bit this evening. And my slate, I always use my slate, but I mainly use this, and I was doing a bunch of calling, and it was a little too much, I felt like. But I was trying to get good at using this, and I think I sort of got it figured out. But I look over in the field, and I thought they were 3 gobblers, and I about flipped, but ended up being jakes, which is still cool. They went off into the woods, kind of, and I hit this, and they came like right up to the decoy, and it was that was amazing. I'm definitely a fan of these. I'm gonna try to come back here in the morning, and I think I'm gonna try to only use this. There's gotta be a gobbler around here somewhere, so I'm gonna come back in the morning. I'm gonna use this. I'm a big fan of it. I'm gonna practice some more tonight, and then hopefully when we come back in the morning, we can see if we can call in a long beard with it. You gotta love it when the landowner gives you some pizza and a Sprite. Let's not forget that, but this is a big slice of pizza. And it's good. Back at it in the morning. Hopefully we can get a gobbler down. I can get used to this.